There are some things that nobody's mentioning right now regarding the Jeffrey Epstein Trump connection. One of those is that clearly Trump is scared to death about what's going to come out of it. Now, you may wonder, why in the world should he be scared? His supporters will support him no matter what. It doesn't matter what he's done or what he does. Evangelicals like me will stick to him like glue, regardless of how many children he's debauched and regardless of how many lives he's ruined of children while with Jeffrey Epstein. It doesn't matter. We evangelicals, we love that kind of thing. We get to vicariously live the kind of things that, we're not allowed doing ourselves, but there's a tang to it. It's always something sexual. And so, we'll support him no matter what. I don't know what he's scared of. His Supreme Court will protect him no matter what. But here are the things that are going on. One is that Maxwell is being interviewed by the Department of Justice. There is only one reason for that. She's in federal prison. Trump can offer her anything if she says the kind of things that Trump wants to hear. He can get her out today. Time served. Bye-bye. You're pardoned. If she says what Trump wants to hear. Oh, Donald Trump, he was never there. It's just he and Jeffrey Epstein really enjoyed stamp collecting. And they'd get together, and look at the various stamps they had collected. And oh, look at that. That is a beautiful stamp commemorating the centennial of heavier than air flight. My goodness, what a beautiful stamp you have. And that's the only reason he ever visited Jeffrey Epstein. Are you kidding? Donald Trump doing something wrong sexually? Please don't. That would never happen. Anyway, Trump has all the cards on Maxwell and can get her to say anything he wants. She would love to get out of federal prison. And if she says the kind of things he'd like to hear, he can be very grateful. The thing that Donald Trump knows that I think is always on his mind is there is no statute of limitations for sexually assaulting a child. Doesn't bother me. I'm evangelical, of course. Guess I'm being ugly and facetious, more facetious than ugly. But it's true. In order to get power, the Family Research Council has told us evangelicals that we've got to get power. Because if we have power, then we can force other people to do what we tell them to do. And that will win the culture wars. You win the culture wars, folks, by doing good. People are not idiots. They can see when you're doing evil. But that makes no difference. Well, do good. I'd be doing what Jesus wants us to do. I want power. I want money. So there is no statute of limitations on sexually abusing a child. And Trump watched Bill Cosby walk into prison and stay there for a good long while. So he knows that. And the wheels on a car turn round and round. And right now, as they say, he's the fly on the top of the wheel. But the wheel will turn, and that Teflon Don that gets away with it and gets away with it and gets away with it and gets away with it, they get away with it until they don't get away with it. And then everybody who was their lifelong friend and bosom buddy turn on people like Trump, because there is no honor among thieves. Please remember that. If we just look at the motivations of these people, some people speak what is true and they get run over by Trump. What's their motivation? What was it? Were they making a bunch of money? Did they have a wonderful, No, it was ugly for them. Their motivation was to do good. Donald Trump's motivation is always power and how much money can I bank off of the presidency. But when he's on the bottom of the wheel of the tire, that lack of the statute of limitations on abusing small children sexually, my goodness, that can bite him and put him in prison for 5-6 years. So he's scared, but he's always scared. Evil people are always looking behind their back. Evil people are always looking behind them, whereas people who do good are very bold as lions, you might say. And that is what is actually going on with Trump and the Epstein files.